But let us go down to field level. Here's a little bit more with Caroline Frolic.
Well, guys, as we know, the season is coming to a close. Hey, it's short season. What can we say? There are two home games that I want to talk to you a little bit more about. On Monday, August the 26th, fans receive a C's team photo, which is a pretty big deal when you think about it, because when some of these guys are called up to the bigs and are playing in Toronto, bragging rights. You know, it's all about bragging rights. But a few days later, on August the 29th, this is a big deal. Not is it the final evening game here at the Nat this season. It's sponsored by Blake's and it benefits the Special Olympics. So really, if you're going to come out to a game, please try and come out to that one. What a great cause, right, guys?
Absolutely it is. And Blake's for years has been supporting the Vancouver Canadians, but not just the Canadians. They go out into the community and they find different charities that they think could use a little bit of a leg up. And I can't tell you of anybody more than the Special Olympics that I would want to support in this community. It is such a great environment, and Blake's has family friendly here at the ballpark, and it is sold out right to the top row. It is such a unique success story here in Vancouver when you think to where this team was just a few years ago. To be able to come to the ballpark every single night and know that you're amongst 6,413 of your closest friends. It's really, in my estimation, one of the greatest Canadian sports stories in recent memory. A short season baseball team tucked away in Vancouver on the West Coast, packing them in every single night. And I know that there's also people with the Okotoks in Alberta, and of course the Major League team in Toronto, and we've got teams in Ottawa and Edmonton and all across Victoria. But boy, this right here is something that is pretty special. And when you look at that patch on the right sleeve and see the Toronto Blue Jays moniker, that really, for me, is the final piece that got this organization and franchise over the top. I mean, imagine that. You've got the future of the Toronto Blue Jays getting ready for the bright lights of the major leagues here in Vancouver. It is a perfect storm, and every single night they pack it into the net. Here's Jesus Lopez. First pitch fouled off. The count goes to 0-1. Second inning to work for Joel Condrey in relief of Luc Chevrier, who I thought was pretty good today as well.
What the Canadians need to do now, what they've been doing with 2 outs, they have to get out of the get-go. Boom, let's go. Let's start putting up good at-bats, and let's get a rally going more than anything. It looks like everything their damage has been done with 2 outs, which is a positive, but now they need to get it going with clean inning and just put a rally together. Like that.
It's a ball that is in his man, Ricky, I tell you. It's a good night for you, guessing and guessing right. Canadians get a base hit, and Jesus Lopez.
I should go play the lottery.
Well, probably not a good idea. Jesus Lopez is on base. He's 1 for 3, and it brings up a guy with a base hit already in this game, Philip Clark. And this is one of those things for the Vancouver Canadians where I'm real curious to see how they respond here tonight. They have been able to score, but then when the other team, quote, punches back and scores a couple of runs on their own, the Canadians haven't really been able to punch back. So I wouldn't mind seeing the Canadians get into a good old-fashioned slobber knocker here tonight at Nat Bailey.
Just like a boxer. They got knocked down last inning. You got to get up, wipe the blood, and let's go.
Let's get it going. 2-2 baseball game. We've always had good games here on Sportsnet, minus the 11-0 game from our last broadcast. But we'll just slide that one under the carpet.
It's going to happen in this game at times. You're going to have those bad games, and we had one of them.
Condrey, the right-hander, 6'4" in stature, pitch on its way, high drive into right field. Tough night sky. It's dusk right now. Second baseman's going to stay with it and come down with the first out here at the bottom of the 6th. Nice play from Brown.
Clark wants that one back right there. You can just tell the swing he put on that, and you can just tell he missed it. He missed it. If I guarantee you, if you go ask him right now, did you miss that pitch? He's going to say yeah. You can just tell by the swing he put on that. It was a ball that was fat over the plate, and man.
Well, here's a guy with an RBI in this game for the Canadians. Will Robertson, 1 for 2. His RBI double came back in the 4th. And a quick throw over to first base. Check it in on Jesus Lopez. Here's an Ask Ricky that I got to throw at you. Hey, Ricky, ask Rob Fai why he hates librarians.
You said it, not me.
Man, I love librarians. 1-0. He's outside. Here's a serious one. What was the best piece of advice that Roy Halladay gave to you?
Keep the warrior mentality on the mound. Simple as that. He says he actually wrote this on the jersey he signed for me that hangs in my man cave. He said, keep working hard and always keep that warrior mentality. I love watching you work. Those are wise and just words that impacted me for the rest of my career.
Want to do a little rapid fire? Cats or dogs?
Dogs, 100%.
Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Burgers. Beyond Meat burgers.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, A&W.
From our people at A&W.
There it is. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2.
Where are you at, Jeff Mooney?
He's probably sitting below us, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, the ownership for the Vancouver Canadians, and this goes, unknown to many, they're at almost every single game.
Yeah, they are.
They come here, they watch the games, they're involved. It's awesome. 2-2. Nope, they'll throw over to check in.
Him and his wife, terrific human beings, too.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah, there's not a bad bone in either of their bodies, and they give back a lot to this community. I mean, they've done a ton for this community.
And they're excited when they're here, and they're cheering. It's not just, what you would expect an owner to just come here and check and walk out. No, he is serious. He wants to see the boys win, and you got to appreciate that from your owner.
It was serious. That fastball that got past Will Robertson. So now 2 outs, runner at first still. Again, got to remember, Jesus Lopez led off this home half of the 6th with a single. Clark flew out to the second baseman. Robertson just struck out, and it brings up Trevor Schwecke, who is 0 for 2 in this baseball game. Condrey working for the belt, throws over. Boy, he's checked on it. Jesus Lopez, plenty.
This one's pretty funny. Who hit the most memorable home run off of you? That stands out.
Did that come from Jordy?
This is coming from, yeah, I would expect a question like that from Jordy.
Pitch on its way. And it's a breaking pitch in for a strike, and the count goes 0-1. For those that are watching who don't know, a couple of people in the broadcast booth, including Jordy Cunningham, who's basically Ricky Romero's personal assistant at this point.
Yeah.
He used to work with me. Now he just watches, makes sure that Ricky's good, that the Evian is poured at the proper times. 0-1. He's a ball that is fouled off, and the count goes to 0-2.
But going back to that question, I think that the one home run that sticks out is, and this is funny, well, not funny when it happened, but Mark Reynolds hit a home run off me that probably hasn't landed yet in Baltimore, and it was hit in the second deck at Camden Yards. I don't know if you guys, if you've ever seen that ballpark, I'm sure there's a highlight somewhere. It is way up there. Maybe Sportsnet can pull up that highlight.
0-2. He's up in the zone. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes in a 2-2 baseball game.
Or maybe it cannot. I'd rather not see it.
Yeah, I think they might have lost that one.
Because I think we won the game, so. But I was just mad at how far it went. Hey, but you got to appreciate him. When you're going to give him up, give him up like that.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. He's a ball that's fouled off. Ryan Dempster told me a great story. He's here a couple of weeks ago with our Superstar Series appearance. And there was a ball that was hit by Sammy Sosa off of him the year that him and McGuire were going back and forth for the home run title.
Yeah.
And one of them was a moonshot. It was hit off of Ryan. And Ryan started yelling at his outfielder, saying, "Why did you move? Why did you even try to track that ball down?"
Those are the funniest ones when your outfield doesn't even move, or your left fielder, center fielder, right fielder, whoever it is.
There goes the runner for second. He's going to get there. Jesus Lopez got a good jump. A quick bobble of the baseball from Quijada behind home plate as well. I think whether he bobbled it or caught it cleanly, Lopez was going to get that base. Now, again, 2 outs. But as Ricky mentioned, a lot of the offense in this game has come with 2 outs. So a base hit here, you know that Jesus is going to be going on contact. This is a big moment with the all-star Trevor Schwecke in the box here at the bottom of the 6th. Now watch this. 2 things happen here. Quick bobble, and that second allows Jesus Lopez to get in safely. Tag from the shortstop, De Leon, wasn't even applied. And now the Canadians with an opportunity to regain this lead. 2 balls and 2 strikes from the right-hander. Kicks and fires. In the dirt, nice block from the catcher, but the count will go to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I love the at-bat that Schweck is taking right here, too. Really good at-bat, taking this bat 3-2, and now the pressure's on the pitcher here to make a pitch.
It's a big moment in this game, considering the offense for the Canadians has been at a premium as of late.
Just waiting for that big breakthrough where it just keeps pouring on.
3-2. Fastball got him. And Schwecke turns around after shaking his head at the umpire once or twice. And the inning is over. The Canadians are going to leave that runner at second base. We're going to find our way all of a sudden to the top of the 7th inning. Still no decision as to who's going to win this one. No trend going one way or the other. And it's just 2 teams ready to go to these late stages, ready to rock and roll. 2-2 Boise, Vancouver, as you watch AEW Canadians baseball tonight. And you're doing it on Sportsnet Pacific.